Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to Social Science online teaching classes from Vishwamanava Residential High School. I am Mahboobi, your social science teacher. Dear students, in today's video, we shall going to discuss briefly questions and answers in the lesson Social Stratification. Sociology part of the first lesson, that is social stratification. Okay, let's start. Answer the following questions in 2 or 3 sentences each. The first question, what is social inequality indicate? Answer, the social inequality indicate the fact that people are satisfied according to their various qualities is the proof of social inequality. Social inequality indicates the people are satisfied according to their various qualities is the proof of social inequalities, that is called as a social inequality. Then second question, how is social inequality continue in the society? Answer, social inequality is continued by providing unequal access to materials, providing resources, providing income, providing opportunities and status. Social inequality continued, materials, resources, income, opportunities, etc. Then third question, how can we understand the inequality present in the society? Answer, the inequality present in the society, we can see the neglect of the food and social security of caste, income and sex-based discrimination makes one to understand the inequality present in the society. The neglect of food and social security of caste, income and sex-based discrimination makes one to understand the inequality present in the society. Then fourth question, which article of the Constitution says that free and compulsory education is the fundamental rights of the children? Which article of the Constitution says that free and compulsory education in the fundamental rights of the children? Answer, Article 21A, getting free and compulsory education by all citizens between the age of 6 and 14 years is the fundamental rights of the children. Then fifth question, what is the importance of the 86th Amendment of the Indian Constitution? What is the importance of the 86th Amendment of the Indian Constitution? Answer, the 86th Amendment of the Indian Constitution, the Article 21A says free and compulsory education to all children between 6 and 14 years is fundamental rights of the children. Then sixth question, what is social stratification? Very important. What is social stratification? Dear students, social stratification means the method of dividing people into different categories, then assessing different rules and status in the society. That is called as social stratification. Understand? Then, seventh question. How is the status of a person fixed in the society? Or what are the factors that determine the status of a person? Answer. A person's status is not fixed on the physical traits like height, beauty, and strength, but it is based on his education, income, profession, skill, and other social traits. These are the factors that determine the status of a person. Then, eighth question. Social stratification is ancient. Justify the statement. How to justify the statement social stratification is ancient? Answer. The social stratification is in existence since the birth of human society. That is, justify the statement of social stratification is ancient. It is since the birth of human society. Then ninth question. Who are called as untouchables? Answer. The fifth group in Varna system which was considered as untouchables. Then last 10th question. What is the reason for Ambedkar is popular as the chief architect of the Indian Constitution? Very important. What is the reason for the Ambedkar is popular called as the chief architect of the Indian Constitution? Because Ambedkar could come up with more provisions and directives in the draft version of the Constitution of India. So that reason Ambedkar is popular as the chief architect of the Indian Constitutions. These are the 1 marks or 2 marks questions in the lesson social stratification. Okay, my dear students, let's move on. Answer the following questions in 4 or 5 sentences each. The second main 3 or 4 marks questions. The first question, what are the reasons for social inequality? Or what are the factors created social inequality in the society? Answer. First point, the reason for social inequality, one is sources of income, second one is education and job opportunities, third one is health facilities, and fourth one is political representation and participation. These are the reasons for social inequalities. Then second question, how is India trying to eradicate educational inequalities? Or explain the measures taken by India to bring education inequalities. Explain the measures taken by India to bring educational equality. Very important question, keep it in mind, dear students. Answer, the measures taken by India to bring educational equality, not inequality, education equality. First point, the Article 21 defined right to life in the educational perspective. Then second point, Article 29 provides protection of cultural rights of the minorities. Then third point, provide for the establishment of minority educational institutions. Then fourth point, Article 45 says that free and compulsory education for children under the age of 14. Then Article 46 of the Constitution says that support the education interest of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Then last point, the 86th Amendment made education as the fundamental rights of children. These are the measures taken by India to bring educational equality. Then third question, very important, keep it in mind for your examination point of view. What are the features of social stratification? Or list out the features of social stratification. Answer, first point, the social stratification classifying people into different strata, or it is a classifying people into different groups. Then second point, social stratification is social in nature. Then third point, it is formed from the social factors. Then fourth point, social stratification is universal. Then fifth point, social stratification is ancient. And the last point, social stratification is existing in different ways. These are the features of social stratification. Then let's move on. The another question in this lesson. Fourth question, how do you say that social stratification is universal? How do you say that social stratification is universal? Or social stratification is universal, justify the statement. Answer, social stratification is universal because human society exists social stratification based on division of labor, based on profession, based on income and other social traits. So that social stratification is a universal. Then fifth question, what are the major forms of social stratification? Or explain the social stratification from ancient society to digital age. Answer, primitive society. Second point, slavery. Third point, estate system. Fourth point, Varna system. And last point, caste system. These are the major forms of social stratification. And the sixth question, untouchability is a social evil. Untouchability is a social evil. Explain. Or what are the problems created by untouchability? Or untouchability is the most inhuman system. Review the statement. Very important, keep it in mind. Untouchability is a social evil. Explain. Answer, lowest position in the group of caste based society. Lowest position in the group of caste based society. Second point, the untouchables were kept out of education. Third point, untouchables were denied from cultural rights. Fourth point, denial of human rights. Fifth point, denied from political opportunity. Sixth point, denial of property rights. And the last point, the social movement restricted. These are the problems created by untouchability. Understand? And the last question, what are the constitutional and legal measures undertaken to eradicate untouchability? Very important question. Or How do you India trying to eradicate untouchability after independence? Or explain the legal provisions brought to eradicate untouchability in India. Answer. See here. This question asked for 3 marks or 4 marks. Answer. The Article 17 of the Indian Constitution prohibits untouchability. The Article 17 of the Indian Constitution has been prohibits untouchability. Then, the Government of India has implemented Untouchability Crime Act in the year 1955. In the year 1955, Untouchability Crime Act was being implemented. Our Government of India. Then, third point, Civil Rights Protection Act. The Civil Rights Protection Act was implemented in the year 1976. Then, fourth point, universal rights to vote and participate in election has also been provided. Universal rights to vote and participate in election. Then, fifth point, moreover, reservation seats have been field of education and employment for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and along with the backward classes. Moreover, we can see the reservations has been given in the field of education, the reservations has been given in the field of employment for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes along with the backward classes. Then last point, the Act of 1989 has given some specific responsibilities for the governments in the eradication of untouchability. These are the constitutional and legal measures undertaken to eradicate untouchability. Okay, my dear students. We have learned the 3 marks, 4 marks, 1 marks and 2 marks questions and answers in the lesson social stratification. Okay, let's move on. The another chapter in the part of sociology, that is labor. The labor lesson we shall going to discuss briefly the questions and answers for 1 marks, 2 marks, 3 marks and 4 marks in the lesson labor. Okay, my dear students, let's start. Answer the following question in 1 or 2 sentences each. The first question, who wrote the book The Republic? Answer, Plato. This question asks for 1 marks in the year 2019 March. Very important. The book Republic has been written Plato. Then second question, what do you mean by division of labor? Answer, division of labor means work being done by people depending on their interest, depending on their ability, depending on their age, depending on their practice, depending on their skill and gender. That is called as a division of labor. Then third question, mention the types of division of labor according to Karl Marx. Answer, the division of labor according to Karl Marx, one is economic labor and social labor. These are the 2 types of division of labor according to Karl Marx. Then fourth question, what do you mean by specialization? Answer, specialization means having deep knowledge and in-depth skill in one particular field, that is called as specialization. Having a deep knowledge and in-depth skill in any one particular field, that is called as a specialization. Then fifth question, division of labor has helped people to earn economic benefit. How? Because division of labor has helped people to gain skill in a field and earn economic benefits in accordance to their skill. Then sixth question, what is labor? Answer, labor means earning in cash or kind by providing one's manual or intellectual labor, that is called as a labor. Then seventh question, define discrimination in labor. Answer, any labor that goes against dictum. Dictum, that is equal labor, equal pay, can be termed as inequality in labor. Then eighth question, what is labor without pay? Or what is labor without payment? Answer, if work is done without payment either in cash or kind, then it is called as labor without pay. Then ninth question, what is labor with payment? Or what is labor with pay? Answer, the labor which gets based on hours, based on days, based on months for semi-skilled or skilled work is considered as labor with pay. Understand? Then 10th question, what is wages? Answer, the total pay that is given based on total work, that is called as wages. Total pay and total work. Then 11th question, how can be divided labor sector in organized and unorganized sector? Dear students, the divided labor sector into organized and unorganized sectors based on the securities and facilities available. The labor sector is further divided into organized and unorganized sectors. Then the next question, what is organized sector? The sector which is enrolled as per the law of government and provided fixed wages, facilities within the framework of law is called as organized sector. Then 13th question, who are unorganized workers? Answer, unorganized workers, people who work in areas which are not governed by specific rules and regulations or unions and lead their life by earning daily wages or material benefit in any other form, that is called as unorganized workers. Then the last question, what is social security? Answer, social security means having minimum needs to lead a life like housing, health, water, food, drinking water, equal opportunity to work and others. Providing these facilities universally and publicly, it is called as social security. These are the 1 marks or 2 marks questions in the lesson labor. Okay, my dear students. The next continue part of this lesson discussed the next class. Okay, thank you.